Good morning, WAWC. Welcome to WAWC Morning News. I'm Josh Collins. It is Tuesday, January 22nd, 2013, and this is your world news. Scores of vehicles snarled in Ohio highway pileups. Girl killed. A 12-year-old girl was killed in one crash, and at least 20 people were taken to hospitals, though their injuries weren't expected to be life-threatening. The crash on Interstate 275 near the Cincinnati suburb of Coleraine Township was one of at least 4 pileups that snarled dozens of vehicles. Officers were called to the scene shortly after 11:30 a.m. and discovered multiple chain reaction collisions. The 12-year-old girl had gotten out of a damaged vehicle and was standing in the median near a cable barrier, a type of fencing made of rope-like steel wire cables. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office said another vehicle hit the barrier, snapping a cable, which then struck the girl and killed her. Officer spokesman Jim Knapp said. At least 20 people were taken to hospitals, though their injuries were not expected to be life-threatening, the officer said. The interstate was shut down for hours with wreckage strewn across it, authorities said. State Highway Patrol Sergeant James Russell told the Middleton Journal that snow falling at the time of the pileup caused whiteout conditions and possibly triggered the first drivers to lose control and start the crash. The video game maker that created games like Pong and Centipede has turned 40 years old last year. Video game maker Atari's U.S. operations have filed for Chapter 11 bankrupt protection in an effort to separate from their French partner company. Atari's U.S. operations have shifted to focus on digital games and licensing, including developing mobile games, and have become a growth engine for its owner. France's Infogrammer Entertainment first took a stake in Atari in 2000. It acquired the remaining stake in 2008 and changed its name to Atari SA. In fiscal 2012, digital and licensing revenue both grew significantly and contributed 70% of revenue, while sales in bricks and mortar stores declined. Atari, which turned 40 last year, was a video game pioneer with games like Pong and Centipede, but has changed owners several times amid financial problems. In its filing with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in the Southern District of New York, Atari said it had $1 million to $10 million in assets and $10 million to $50 million in debt. It is seeking approval for $5.25 million in debtor in possession financing from private investment firm Tenor Capital Management. And now let's go over to Tab for the weather. Tab?
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Let's get started by looking at some early morning conditions in the area. Over at the Warsaw Municipal Airport, the weather is clear with a temperature of 3 degrees. Relative humidity is at 65% with winds out of the west at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 30.28 and the dew point is at -6. Wind chill feels like -14 degrees and the visibility is 10 miles. Today will be frigid with light lake effect snow showers still possible. Our high will be 10 degrees with the wind out of the west 10 to 20 miles per hour with the wind chill temps still well below zero. Tonight look for light lake lake effect snow mainly in southwest Michigan, otherwise variably cloudy and cold with lows near 4 degrees with wind chill temps between 0 and negative 10 degrees. On Wednesday it will still be quite cold with light snow possible and a high of 20 degrees. Then on Thursday look for more lake effect snow, especially early in the morning and a high of 23 degrees. I'm Tab Cole and this has been your morning weather update. Now let's try to warm it back up by going back to the studio where James is waiting to heat us up on the morning announcements. Take it away, James.
Thank you, Tab, for today's weather update. Please donate to the Pet Drive to benefit the Animal Welfare League. Bring pet toys, blankets, pet food, or donate cash before school at the collection site located by the main doors. This drive is being hosted by the WAWC FFA chapter. The FFA Ag Issues team will practice tonight from 3 to 4:30 p.m. in Mrs. Roberts' Ag Room. Melford Ski Club, if you were planning on going on the last ski trip this Friday, please let Mrs. Brower know by Wednesday, January 23rd. An opportunity for juniors. Every year, Kosciuszko REMC sends 2 students completing their junior year of high school and whose households are served by REMC on an all-expense paid week-long trip to Washington, D.C. Students will get to see our nation's capital city, visit with congressional delegation, and learn about democracy in action. This year's trip is stated for June 12 through 20. Interested students are asked to complete the application and return to Kosciuszko REMC by February 20th. Applications are in the guidance office. The yearbook will continue to sell class t-shirts this week during lunch. They will be $10. Come see us to get yours. On Tuesday, January 22nd, the Boomerang Backpack Program will be taking donations at the entrances to the gymnastics meet against Warsaw at 6 and at the girls' JV and varsity basketball games starting at 6:15 and 7:30 against Tippy Valley. Boomerang Backpacks will provide food on the weekends to participating students in grades K through 5 who are enrolled in the free and reduced lunch program. Come out and support WAWC Athletics and Boomerang Backpacks. Attention all volleyball players not currently involved in a sport. Open gyms will begin on January 28th and run Mondays and Fridays starting at 6:30 a.m. in the Annex Gym. Anyone interested in the volleyball for fall season 2013 is welcome. If you have questions, please see Coach Phillips. Boys freshman basketball won over Fairfield 45-32 on Monday night. The boys are now 7-7 for the season and will host Concord on Thursday, January 24th. Join us tonight for $2 Tuesday. Gymnastics is hosting Warsaw and girls basketball is hosting Tippy Valley. Bring your student ID and get in for $2. You must have your student ID to get the $2 Tuesday deal. And for today's lunch, choose one entree, a variety of sandwiches. Salad plate includes 2 protein cups, toppings, and 2 crackers. Or a baked chicken breast, Salisbury steak with a side of veggies. Salad with toppings, fresh fruit, milk, mashed potatoes, and gravy, or broccoli and pears. I'm James Heath from all of us at WAWC TV Daily News. Have a great day, WAWC.